Hey everybody. I thought I'd share some videos from the letters in my book. So I'll start with A because, hey, my family and I are in adventure right now. You can see our camper in the background. We love to go on adventures in our Airstream. But the first letter in my book, Confessions of a Cherry Picker, A for adventure, actually says don't relegate adventure to just your weekends and summer break. If you do, the school year is going to start to feel like a grind. Some days are going to feel like a slog. And that's why you've got to find ways to bring adventure into your classroom. There's lots of ways to do it: collaborative learning, scavenger hunts, rewrite some music lyrics. There's lots of awesome ways out there. But for me, grading was the thing I really hated the most as a teacher. And so I had to find a way to make it more adventurous, more exciting. So one thing I did as a science teacher was have my students write something called R.A.F.T, R-A-F-T, R-A.F.T. So R stands for role. The writer, the student, gets to choose their role, who they are for writing. A is for audience. They get to choose who they're writing to. F is for format, so it's not a 5-paragraph essay. They can choose the format they write. And T is for topic. They get to choose their topic. So let me frame that in a little bit. I would always introduce that to my class with this book, Does It Fart? It was so fun because it's got a list of animals and it tells you a small little bit about them and whether or not they fart. So I would use that to introduce raft writing. The students, we would look at role, the animal. The audience would be the other animals who smelled the fart. The format would be an apology letter. The topic would be the scientific reason why actually that animal couldn't help that they farted. It was a riot in middle school to read about farts from a scientific point of view. And so that would be the introduction. And then throughout the school year, my students would read articles and then use those articles to write a raft response. And they enjoyed it, I enjoyed it, and we ended up sharing some points from those out loud. And I'll share that in another letter because that's also part of my book on D, Dig the Old Wells.